Welcome to the GAMERamble video review for Ephemerid, a musical adventure, narrated by me, Darkcloud. As always, the full text version of this review can be found on the GAMERamble website linked below. The TLDR is that it might be as short as the lifespan of a real mayfly, but Ephemerid lives up to its claims of being a musical adventure. The handcrafted visuals are charming, and the soundtrack is something that you'll want to listen to again and again. Don't let the length and the fact that it was originally an iOS title deter you from experiencing this captivating title. Gameplay receives a 6 out of 10. The game is not very challenging, but it will put a smile on your face and is very relaxing. Graphics receives an 8 out of 10. Ephemerid features beautifully handcrafted visuals and plenty of unique scenes. Sound receives a 10 out of 10. The soundtrack is filled with some exceptionally good tunes. The overall score for Ephemerid the musical adventure is 8 out of 10. And now for the full review. When it comes to lifespan, adult mayflies certainly got a raw deal. These tiny insects typically have a day to find a mate and reproduce before shuffling their mortal coils. With the exception of entomologists, most people wouldn't think twice about these short-lived insects, but Superdrop Games has decided to create an entire musical adventure dedicated to them. Ephemerid is a tough game to categorize, as it blends a couple of different genres in a very unique manner. Sometimes it resembles a rhythm game as you click on objects in tune with a beat, while other times it has more in common with a point-and-click adventure or puzzle game. However, just like a mayfly, the game only lasts for a short time and can easily be completed in a single sitting. Each of the 12 levels is absolutely captivating though, and even though the challenge factor is very low, it remains enjoyable. This is thanks to the incredible way the developers fuse the audio and visuals into what they describe as a rock opera. Whether it's tapping musical clouds in a game of Simon Says as your little mayfly encounters his mate, or snatching bees and beetles away from the clutches of a giant spider, the audio and visuals never fail to impress. For a game that's played entirely without vocals or any text describing what is going on, it tells a captivating tale of discovery, love, danger and triumph. Since it's virtually impossible to fail at any of the levels, this is not a game for people who demand a challenge to have fun. Even without a tutorial, the game is very intuitive and it's usually self-evident what you must do. Having said that, the game does contain a few achievements that require a little more skill to accomplish, and the speed of the levels can be increased to create more of a challenge. This is definitely not a game where you will ever have to worry about time or scores though. Although initially an iOS title, Ephemerid still looks great on PC thanks to the beautifully handcrafted visuals. Everything in the game world was created out of glass, paper and paint, before being sprinkled with a liberal dose of particle effects. Highlights include a giant spider with adorable button eyes, cute little paper bees and colourful night skies. The only downside to the visuals is the large black borders on either side of the screen when playing in high definition. We can understand why this had to be done, as the handcrafted visuals would have been distorted otherwise, but it's still a pity. The game's highlight is the rocking soundtrack, which features some awesome guitar tracks. We actually found ourselves replaying some levels because we wanted to hear the excellent music again. Incidentally, once you've unlocked the level, you can return to it anytime from the level select screen, which is styled like an old school vinyl LP. The visuals and audio blend together perfectly and add to the game's unique feel. Despite being originally designed for use with touchscreens, the mouse is a perfectly good substitute. A large blue circle serves as your cursor, and without your fingers obscuring the screen, it's easier to appreciate the beautiful visuals. Your interaction with the game is pretty much limited to tapping on certain items in sync with the music, or grabbing and redirecting items moving across the screen. Some might see this as restrictive, but it matches the style of the game perfectly and makes for a very relaxing experience. While Ephemerid will probably appeal more to casual gamers, anyone who appreciates good music and unique visuals will enjoy the experience. Might be short, but it's definitely sweet and thankfully very affordably priced. In addition, the developers have hidden a fun little secret game in Ephemerid for players who have completed the main game. Thanks for joining me for this Ephemerid PC review. Remember to like, subscribe and share. Until next time.